Is you ready for wars when they shooting rockets? I'm tryna hold cheese, but it get out of pocket. Yeah, I'm tryna build you, but they try to knock it. I wanna teach him, but it seems that they mock it. Yeah, behaving wisely like I'm David O'Morgan. Stay on the narrow path and I'm walking in caution. I feel my spirit trouble when I start feeling nauseous. You gotta be making sense, cause I'm not with the nonsense. I was left with no option, I was sold off on auctions. Israelites got the adoption, Satan kills seeds like abortion. To the poor I'ma feed them a portion, blowing it out of proportion. Some days ain't feeling important, not through the spirit exhort them. They got this land off extortion, course of the river not for.
Clean? I'll read it real quick. Oh, he got it. Yeah, so we all here to preach the good tidings to the children of Israel, right? You said your name is Shorty? Right, Shorty, Indy the Shorty, or India the Short. Right. Give me Isaiah 61 and verse 1. Right?
I just read that.
You read that today? Give me Micah chapter 3 and verse 8. Give me Isaiah 61 and verse 1.
Oh, 60.
61 and verse 1.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 61 and verse number 1, and it reads thus. The Spirit of the Lord is upon me.
That's upon the white man.
The Spirit of the Lord is upon me.
The Spirit of the Lord is upon the Israelites in the last days, read.
Because the Lord hath anointed me.
The Lord has anointed us. It says that in 1 John. It says to us as an unction, meaning the anointed, read.
To preach good tidings.
To what?
To preach good tidings.
So we got to preach good tidings, right? Which is good. The gospel, good news, read.
Unto the meek.
Unto the what?
Unto the meek.
So we got to restore people into the meek, man. I can't be just preaching to the proud, man. They're not going to listen to me, man. Read.
He hath sent me to bind up the brokenhearted.
Right, to mean people who are heartbroken, like to bind up their hearts, man. Read.
To proclaim liberty to the captives.
So preach freedom to the captives. Because right now, we're not free. Right, we're lost. We don't really know what's going on. Right, what's your nationality? What's your so-called race? Are you the same color as your shirt? Are you the same color? Yeah, they hit you with that one, huh?
What? Is this the same color of the shirt? No. What? Okay, answer is no. You're not the same color of the shirt. I am African.
So you're African American. So Americans go back to where? Where are they from? The Americans, like the people.
People in the Bible?
No, Americans, like the term Americans. Where do they come? Where are they from? Because remember, they wasn't native to this land. No, Americans went back to England. Remember with the red coats, they fought King Charles and King George, and they said, we're going to go to America and make our own country. So all the Americans are really white English people, and that's not your nationality. You don't go back to white Americans in England with red coats talking about tea and crumpets. Right? That's not our history. So you wouldn't be American by nationality. You'd be American by citizenship. I mean, you're a citizen of America. Now, you wouldn't be African either, because just as we dwelled in Africa, I mean, we're from that land. If I dwell in Costa Rica next week, and then I have a child, and am I from Costa Rica? No, I moved to Costa Rica, and I was there dwelling there. So we're not really African, because it's over 70 countries in Africa. Many different tribes. What tribe you come from in Africa? None. So we're not by blood African or American. These two things are actually two white men. The names are two white men. Leo Scipios Africanus, where you get Africa from, and Amerigo Vespucci, where you get America from.
What type of people is in the Bible?
That we are?
No, what type of people is in the Bible?
What type of people are in the Bible?
Yeah. Do you think the Bible is white people?
Well, I'm going to show you. Right, give me the book of Acts, chapter 21.
No,
verse.
I gotta go, but no, ask my question.
I'm about to answer your question.
No, I want you to answer my question.
I'm going to answer it.
From your point of view.
I'm answering from my point of view. Acts 21 and 38. Give me the book of Genesis, chapter 42 and verse 6. All right, give me Acts 21 and 38.
Acts chapter 21 and verse 38. Art not thou that Egyptian?
The Lord say,
Art not thou that Egyptian?
so the Lord told, it's not the Lord, this man was questioning Paul and said, aren't you that Egyptian? Read.
Which before these days made us an uproar and led us out into the wilderness 4,000 men that were murderers?
So the Egyptians are what color people? Are they white? Right, no, but what color? What color are they? They're dark brown. If anybody's near the equator over there, it's way hotter than Michigan. Michigan is a light thing. We're like, we're about the ice. You go down to Africa in that hot sun in the Sudan, ain't nobody light brown. Yeah, everybody, all the Egyptians are dark. So what I'm saying is Paul got attributed, somebody said, hey man, ain't you one of them Egyptians? So that shows that he was a dark-skinned person. My point is, was his nationality a black man, a dark-skinned man who speaks Greek? No, read.
Verse number 39, but Paul said, I am a man which am a Jew. Which am a Jew.
So Paul was a dark-skinned Jew. That's why we flip this around real quick. That's why we got here teaching and preaching that we are the real Jews. Right? Because the Jewish man, he getting bombed right now. He can just today, he's fighting in Tel Aviv for his life. Getting blue about Arabic people.
That's right.
That's not God's chosen people. Where is Yahweh at?
Exactly.
Yahweh, Hashem is not there for those people.
Oh man.
So God, he saved us and he healed us.
It's a whole nother conversation. Y'all have a blessed one though. Y'all have a blessed one.
Anti-Semitic. Right? Now give me Micah 3 and verse 8.
Anti-Semitic.
Give me Micah 3 and verse 8. So, you know, our people, man, they always got something to do. I got work to do. I needed some food. And, you know, like the Bible said that God is their belly. Right? Read that. Micah 3 and 8.
It's the book of Micah, chapter 3 and verse 8. But truly, I am full of power. I am full of power.
A lot of brothers don't be thinking that. Oh, I don't know, I'm just a man. I'm just touching that. I ain't nothing. And the Lord's going to destroy me. Hopefully, I can get saved. The Lord said, through the hand of Micah, I am full of power.
By the Spirit of Yahweh.
By the what?
By the Spirit of Yahweh.
And that's why we pray and we fast and we ask the Lord to keep the Spirit of Yahweh so we can have that power, man. Like that spiritual garment. Read.
And of judgment.
And of what?
And of judgment.
So we're allowed to judge, man. Right, the Lord says just don't judge unrighteously. Or give me the book of John, chapter 7, instead of 24. The Lord said just don't judge unrighteously. Read.
And of might.
And of what?
And of might.
So we got a lot of might out here, right? Masha, give me Isaiah chapter 11 and verse 1. Read.
To declare unto Jacob his transgression.
To what?
To declare unto Jacob his transgression.
So we got to tell Jacob, hey sister, you going up. You're not supposed to be doing that. You're not supposed to be eating that. Hey, the Lord is dealing with judgment. You make judgments every day. You woke up and judged what shirt you was going to wear. You woke up and judged where you was going to go. You woke up and judged how you was going to say different things, man. So judgment is all throughout the Bible. Read.
And to Israel his sin.
His what?
His sin.
So we got to teach Israel their sins. Hey, brother, you got a minute to hear the word of God real quick, brother? To hear the truth of the Bible. Telling your nationality that we the real Jews, brother. We not just black people in America. We're more than that. We're greater than that. Read.
Verse number 9. Hear this, I pray you, ye heads of the house of Jacob.
So we try to tell this to the heads of the house of Jacob. We want to tell this to Al Sharpton, to the damn Soldier Boy, to Drake. That's the heads of Israel right now, man.
Right.
Right, young boy. He's the prince of it, the first prince of Utah. Right, he's the heads and the princes of Israel right now. Read.
And princes of the house of Israel. That abhor judgment.
That what?
That abhor judgment.
And our people hate judgment. My sister told me, she said, yeah, if you about to judge, we not even about to speak no more. What do you mean if you about to judge? If I was a sodomite, you'd be judging me. Right. If I talked, I said, hey, if I did hey all day, you'd be judging me behind your back, man. Cracking jokes, saying stuff. So they judge all them. The hypocrisy of the black man and the Hispanic man and the Hispanic woman is outrageous. Read.
And pervert all equity.
And what?
And pervert all equity.
They pervert judgment, man. Read.
Verse number 10. They build up Zion with blood.
They what?
They build up Zion with blood.
So you can't even build on blood, man. They build up Zion with bloodshed. Read.
In Jerusalem with iniquity.
Right.
The heads thereof judge for reward.
Just for what?
Judge for reward.
No, they judge for reward, man. Oh, give me a couple dollars. I got you. I got you. I'm gonna stone this adulterer. Just give me 200 shekels on the low. Well, I'm gonna get the other wit. I'm gonna get the other Levite. Levi was going the hell off, man. Give me a couple dollars and I send it to the gulag. I'll put it to death. Wicked Negroes, man. Doing wicked judgments, not being the priest of the Lord, man. Read.
And the priest thereof teach for hire.
Teach for what?
Teach for hire.
I mean, imagine all the 48 suburbs, Israel coming on the Sabbath day to congregate, right? Because they didn't do offerings in those suburbs. They taught. And they kind of sat there and said, you know what? I would go into Malachi, but we just need a couple more shekels, a couple more oxen. Ain't even no offerings out here, man. So it'd be very wicked for us to be judging for hire, man. Hey, brother, what's your nationality? What's your race? Are you a black man? How can you be black and African?
Black in America, black is how we identify as race. My ethnicity is West African.
Oh, are you sure that's your ethnicity? Where you come from in West Africa? Liberia. So that's your ethnic group.
Yeah.
Because ethnicity is an ethnic group, like Jewish people. That's the ethnic group. That's not really a nationality. You get what I'm saying?
It's my nationality, but my tribe, you want to know my tribe, I'm Crew.
It's who?
I'm Crew, K-R-U, Crew.
Yeah, so a tribe is a little different from nationality too. Okay, so you from the Crew, the Troop tribe?
Crew, K-R-U.
Crew.
Look up Crew.
Okay. Are you
History of Crew Creek people.
are you close to like the Igbo people or the Ashanti people over there in the West Africa? Okay.
That's further central West Africa. I'm on the other side.
So you in the east or just?
I'm in West Africa, but it's Nigeria is closer to Central Africa. I'm on the coast near Sierra Leone, Ivory Coast, Guinea.
So what's the history of your people? Did your people get enslaved and they get forced in the transatlantic slave trade?
Actually, Liberia is a black republic.
No, I'm saying like back in the day, during 1619.
My tribe actually fought against slavery.
So they tried to put you on slavery,
Yes.
but you fought against it.
Yeah, the Crew people fought against slavery.
The Crew people. What other tribes around you, did they fight with you?
I don't know, but I just know that I know my history of my tribe and how we fought against slavery. And that's the reason why the southeastern part of Liberia is not, it doesn't look like the northwestern part of Liberia that was inhabited by, Black Americans, Caribbeans, and things like that because of the issue and ongoing conflicts.
Okay, so, but you do, so I got a question. Do you think the African man today and the black man today are the same people?
I feel as though we're the same people, but we let small things get in the way of us actually connecting with each other. We're more similar than we are alike, but because we don't really sit down and interact with each other a lot, we make it seem like it's differences. But here, we all go through the same struggle. I'm from the west side of Detroit, grew up on Plymouth Road. I didn't have no, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't handed nothing. I'm black, and then also I'm a black immigrant as well. I come from a black immigrant background. They not giving a shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we all in it together, but we like to divide ourselves.
So how did you get to America? You flew on did your family fly over on a plane?
Civil War, yeah.
So I'm saying y'all flew over a plane to America.
Yeah.
So,
We got asylum.
okay, so your father was native to that actual land. Like, was he born here or was he born here?
My mother and my father was born in Liberia. My great grandmother immigrated over from South Carolina. Well, her family did. She was born in Liberia.
Okay. So, in case you didn't know, brother, we wouldn't go by these so-called African terms, right? Because African, the word Africa, that came from a so-called white man, right? Leo Scipios Africanus, who conquered Hannibal in the Second Carthage War, right? So, nevertheless, these things was given unto us by man, but we're not technically just African, right? I'm gonna tell you why, and I'm gonna show you why. Because African people hate black people.
That's not true.
You sure?
I'm African.
No. Like according to the Bible.
I grew up
Right.
Christian. I grew up Christian
Right.
in the United Methodist Church. I don't believe that. We don't subscribe to that. I don't think that's true whatsoever.
So I'm gonna tell you why I would disagree. I see what you're saying. You're saying like currently,
I'm going off of experiences, things of that nature.
Let's get Exodus 1 and let's start at 8. So I'm gonna show you why I'm saying yes, they do, because it happened before in history. And what do they always say? Right, history repeats itself, right? Give me Exodus 1 and start at 8.
It's the book of Exodus chapter 1 and verse 8. Now there arose up a new king over Egypt, which knew not Joseph.
Have you heard of the story of Joseph? Okay, and what did Joseph do?
Isn't Joseph like the king of the what they call like the king of the
He was a Hebrew. He was a Hebrew Israelite, man. Right, so he was a son of Israel, and he got sold into Egypt. and he made Egypt a great prosperous place. And then his forefathers, his children, it's like his brothers came into Egypt later, and they lived in the area called Gershon. All right. This is a king or an Egyptian, a pharaoh that rose after that pharaoh that knew Joseph. Read.
Verse 9, and he said unto his people, behold, the people of the children of Israel.
Right, do you know who the children of Israel are today? The Jews? Who would that be today? Okay, so you don't know. All right. So a lot of people say the people in Tel Aviv, they'll say those are the Jews. I mean, they speak, so because they speak Hebrew, that make them Jews? I mean, I speak Hebrew. You know, how do I know I'm a Jew? He can speak Hebrew right now. Is he a Jew because he speak Hebrew?
That's just what they claiming, bro. I'm not from there.
Mhm.
I don't subscribe to what's going on over there.
Mhm.
I come from a place that was actually torn up by war, so to speak.
Mhm.
People getting blown up sky high and stuff like that. It kind of hit home for me.
Okay, so my point is that Joseph was a Hebrew. He was a Hebrew Israelite, right? And in Egypt, this king, this pharaoh, he don't know Joseph no more. He died. It's a new pharaoh that came on the scene, an African, an Egyptian. Read.
Saying, behold, the people of the children of Israel are more and mightier than we.
So he's saying these people, these Jews, are more and mightier than these Egyptians. Read.
Come on, let us deal wisely with them.
Let us do what?
Let us deal wisely with them,
This is what the Egyptians said. Let's deal wisely with the children of Israel. Read.
lest they multiply.
Let's do what?
Lest they multiply. And it come to pass that when there falleth out any war, they join also unto our enemies and fight against us.
So the Egyptians said, let us deal wisely with these Jews, lest they grow and they fight with our enemies. Read.
And so get them up out of the land. And so get them up out of the land.
This right here was primarily the start of African people against so-called black people. Because we're not the same people, right? Because black is just the color of your skin, supposedly, but you're brown. Nobody ever gets the same color as their beard or the same color as their eyebrows. It's literally not possible. So what I'm trying to explain is the people that went through the transatlantic slave trade, who got that punishment, they are the Jews. They are the real Hebrews. And the Africans are the so-called Hamites, and they sold those Jews to the white man, okay? So that's why I'm saying it's repeating. They do still hate black people. Read.
God, I was going to ask you a quick question, just to make sure I'm hearing you right. Did you say that the part of Liberia where black Americans live is different than where, like, native Liberians live?
So
Like, there's-
basically, when you coming over to take somebody else's land, nobody's going to give you their land, correct? So you forcefully take.
Is that what the black Americans try to do? Like, that's what you're saying?
So yeah, so you forcefully take the land, right? Some people barter, some people they forcefully take it. The Republic of Liberia didn't necessarily have the issue. The issue came in southeastern Liberia, where you had the colony of Maryland, the colony of Pennsylvania, and that's what ended up uniting Liberia to become an independent republic. And I think either the first or the second independent republic, Liberia and Ethiopia. You feel me? So,
Okay.
yeah. So now that happened, and now everybody just live how they live.
Yeah, but so I'm asking specifically though about the black Americans that came over there. Like, are they united with the native Liberians?
Like we all live amongst each other. You know, all the bloodshed already happened. You know what I'm saying?
Well, what you mean it already happened? What bloodshed?
I mean, I'm here because of the Civil War.
I'm saying what bloodshed? Like what? Who
a
fought?
A civil war happened.
Okay, a civil war of Liberians. They fought.
Yeah. So that's why I'm here. Like the bloodshed already happened. You feel me? So it's like people realize, like, hey, this is our country. We destroyed our country, made it horrible for everybody to live. Nobody's benefiting.
Okay, but my point primarily is that the so-called Africans do not like black people, and they're not the same people. That's what I'm trying to say.
You're using the Bible to say that, but you're
Yes.
not using. But I'm telling you, as an African who live on the west side, on Plymouth, that have a whole bunch of black American friends, that's not true.
Well, that's because you was raised here. Right, first and foremost, you're not over there. You know, if you was in Liberia, like, did you know that Africans call black people a certain name? You know that? Akata. Meaning a cotton picking nigga. But that's literally what it means. And that's why I'm showing you it's spiritual first, because history repeats itself. That's why I brought up Exodus. When Pharaoh said, hold on, these children, they're getting too powerful. Let's destroy them. Let me give you a realistic scenario. Have all the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans from California, New York, New Jersey, Detroit, Chicago, Florida, moved back into Ghana, and we started growing more, better than Ghana, and the people there, you think they want to start a civil war?
No, because already black Americans being embraced. They're giving them land. They're telling them to come back home.
Right, why are they telling them to come back home?
I don't know.
It's a
back home, but I'm telling you, it's Africans accepting black people
Right.
back home.
Right.
So you telling me that Africans hate black people, but people are getting accepted back home and handing people land. We came over here, we ain't getting handed no land. My auntie was in the Herman Garden Project. For anybody that's familiar with the Herman Gardens, I had some family out in a Brewster. You know what I'm saying? Straight here, we had to really work for something.
Well, I'm going to show you this, right? This is an article from National News. It says, this is by Jovine Ledet. It says, Ghana to formally apologize for its role in the transatlantic slave trade. It says, let's go at here. It says, an assembly of over 100 delegates from Ghana is set to gather in Kansas City to formally apologize for the nation's role in the transatlantic slave trade. So that's why they're encouraging them to come home, because they shipped their ass to America, man. That's why they're apologizing. That's why I'm saying they still don't like black people. It's deceit. But if I took all your people from Liberia and brought you to Brazil and put you as you was a slave, you got beat up, you got shot. Luckily, y'all didn't die. And now you're strung out in Brazil, you're poor, you're going through it, and I say, yeah, come on back home and pay my tax dollars. When we go over there, we just boosting the economy. They're not really, it's not a real love going on. Just because we're dark skinned.
Have you been back home?
It's not my home,
Have
brother.
you been to Africa?
No.
Have you had any interactions with Africa?
Yes, I've talked to many Africans. That's what I'm saying. What I'm saying. It's an Egyptian brother. It's a lot of people out here that don't like black people.
You were saying Egypt. Egypt has been inhabited by Arab people for a very, very long time.
Right. So I'm gonna show you something. It's Ecclesiastes 4 and 16.
A lot of North Africans don't even they claim to be Arab.
Yeah, and they are Arabic. I'm gonna show you why. Ecclesiastes 4 and 16.
It's the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 4, and verse 16. There is no end of all the people. There is no end of all the people.
God said there's not going to be an end of a people. If the Egyptians was in the land, yeah, they got destroyed, but it's never going to be completely cut off. Right, so where are they at?
And Sudan.
Right, so they mean they're still in Africa, right? So they're still around.
They didn't get destroyed though. You said they got
No, I didn't say they got destroyed. You said they not inhabiting the land. I get that, but I'm saying the Egyptians still don't like us. They don't have to be in Egypt to not like us. They don't like us because they're all throughout Africa. And what I'm saying is Ghana apologized for putting us in slavery. That's why they saying come home, right? And that's why my point. Let's get Joel chapter 3 and verse 4. I'm about to show you why they're apologizing. 3 and 4.
This is the book of Joel, chapter 3 and verse 4. Yea, and what have ye to do with me, O Tyre and Zidon?
Tyre and Zidon are biblically African nations. Right? African is not even a biblical word. Right? They're Hamites, right? Read.
And all the coast of Palestine.
So all these Africans in the land of Palestine, he said, what do you have to do with me? Read.
Will ye render me a recompense? And if ye recompense me, swiftly and speedily will I return your recompense upon your own head.
So the Lord said, hey, will you recompense me? He said, if you try to recompense me, I'm going to give you a swift recompense unto you. What is the recompense? Read.
Because ye have taken my silver. Ye have taken my silver.
We are known as the Lord's jewels. That's in Lamentations, the 2nd chapter. Read.
And my gold. And have carried into your temples.
Into what?
Into your temple.
All the temples, a lot of this gold that's so-called in Africa, but a lot of it came from Israel and Jerusalem. Read.
My goodly pleasant things. The children also of Judah. The children also of Judah.
So the Africans took the children of Judah, which would be the so-called American black man today. Flip this around. Read.
And the children of Jerusalem. And the children of Jerusalem.
So they took Judah, they took the children of Jerusalem, and they took the children of Israel. All these people on this chart, right, got dealt with like that, and that's why the Lord is judging them and telling the so-called African man his punishment. Read.
have ye sold unto the Grecians. Unto the Grecians.
Are Grecians black people or white people? Right, so you don't know. Right, so you saying you don't know this history, but that's why I'm trying to tell you why.
I'm telling you my history. I'm
Right.
telling you my truth.
Right.
You're going off the Bible. I'm a Christian too. My name is Emmanuel.
So why you say that? Why you keep talking about the Bible like that then?
I'm not talking about the Bible like nothing.
You said you going off the Bible like that was
You're going off the Bible. I'm telling you experience as an African man.
So forget the Bible.
I'm not saying forget the Bible.
So why you bring up the Bible then?
What I'm telling you is that you have a Bible, but you also have learned experience through history.
Right.
You can pull up any article that can make anybody look good. You can make anybody look just as good, or you can make anybody look just as bad.
That's truth to that, but that don't
But what
really
I'm
mean
telling
that.
you is, as an African man, I'm telling you my experience and how
34 and 29.
I feel about black people, how I was taught to feel about black people, how I was taught to embrace
Right.
black people.
34 and 29.
We're one and the same. That's how I was taught. So I'm giving you my experience and my teaching from my parents.
Brother, we
So that's all I'm telling you. So you telling me that my people hate everything?
Yeah.
That's not all the way true.
So if I sold
If that was all the way true, Muhammad Ali, when he went back to Africa, wouldn't have been embraced. Malcolm X, when he went back to Africa, wouldn't have been embraced. The Cleavers, when they went back to Africa, wouldn't have been embraced. They were sitting up there in Algeria.
right, so do you know why they embraced them?
Why did they win?
They were rich, mighty men. They brought power and clout to that city. Hold on. I'll let you talk. Africa has been destroyed for years, okay? They need help. America been shitting on Africa for years, destroying them, blowing up all their different countries, having them crying out for help. What I'm saying is, when they did that and they came back, of course I was rejoicing. If I got the land of black and Putin or Trump come through my land, of course I'm be happy. He bringing emotion around the land. But my point is, I'm using the Bible and I'm using scenarios to say and show why that's why we're not the same people. Just wait. Just because we're dark skinned and I'm in the same land, don't mean I like to drink blood or worship their same gods or we the same people. If I go over there right now and I have a baby with an African woman, am I just an African man now? No, I'm a so-called black man that flew over there and mixed around. What I'm saying is the Jews, the people that your people sold, they aren't Africans, okay? It wasn't a civil war. It was literally insurrection upon the children of God. That's why I'm trying to read this. Go to Joel 3:5 again.
Joel chapter 3 and verse 5 again. Because ye have taken my silver and my gold and have carried into your temples my goodly pleasant things,
Right.
the children also of Judah.
The what?
The children also of Judah.
So the so-called African man took the children of Judah, read.
And the children of Jerusalem have ye sold unto the Grecians.
So why did God say the Africans are going to sell the so-called Judah man, the Jerusalem, all the people of Israel to the Grecians? When did that happen? When did Africans sell so-called Africans? What timeline? What period? And who sold them? Who sold each other in Africa?
Of course, Africans sold other Africans.
Well, wait, hold on. Now, this my personal question I pose to you.
I say, of course.
Why in the world would anybody sell their own people? That's never been done in history. Egyptians never sold Egyptians. White people never sold white people. Chinese never sold Chinese people. Indian people never sold Indian people. But for some magical reason, Africans sold
I
Africans.
think you need to read up on Greek and Roman history
What about Greek and Roman history?
because they actually had slaves. They actually,
Of their own people?
yes.
What proof do you have of that?
Man, go read history.
I read the history book. This Bible's a history book.
Now read another history book.
What history book shows the Romans that had Romans enslaved?
Romans actually enslaved other white people when
No, they
yes,
didn't.
they did. What
No,
do you mean?
they didn't enslave. They didn't. I know what you're talking about.
When
Right.
Alexander the Great
Right.
took over almost half of Europe, part of North Africa.
Right.
When he had other people from other countries that
Right.
had lands submitted to Greek and
Right.
actually building their stuff,
Right.
actually enslaving them, that's enslavement.
You saying the
brother.
Greeks had other Greeks in slavery?
When the Greeks had other white people from other lands.
What white people from other lands? They were all. They
Europe,
were,
brother.
but they were all Greeks.
No, they were not.
They were known as city states. You had the Athens.
I said Greece. I said
Okay.
other parts of Europe. Greece is
Okay.
the whole Europe, bro.
No, I'm not saying Greece the whole part of Europe.
Okay,
You're-
so
look,
that's
do you know?
why-
Wait, brother. Do you know what you're talking about?
Yes,
You
I
bringing
know.
up Alexander the Great, saying he conquered other parts of Europe.
Yes.
I'm telling you, those people were also Greeks. They were known by city states. Well, you got a point.
Yeah, I googled what you said. It says no, Alexander the Great did not enslave white people.
He never did that. That's what I'm trying to tell you. He didn't enslave them at all. No, he didn't enslave them. You had the men of Athens. No, you had the men of Athens. You had the men of Macedonia. They went together and gathered together and fought against the Persians. They wasn't technically all called as Greeks. They were all Greeks, but they was known by city states. So that's completely irrelevant. My point is, Rome, even when they conquered, they didn't conquer with slavery. You know how Romans conquered? They said either we're gonna fight or you're gonna become Roman. That don't sound like slavery to me. Either join us or become a Roman. That don't sound like slavery. Because all they did when they became Romans, they just paid taxes. They didn't.
So they never conquered. They never forcefully conquered nothing. Forcefully conquered any other area.
No, I'm not saying they didn't forcefully conquer the area. What I'm saying,
it made them work for them to build their monuments that people go and see all the time.
no, they had occupations. Is what I'm trying to explain to you. The
Occupation.
Romans would gather and basically try to graft in other nations. If you get what I'm saying, like America today, when they're trying to make Canada the 51st state, is Canada now American? No, but they're trying to graft them in through niceness, but they're not all the same people. So my point, and it's really none of that got to do with anything. My point is the African man took the so-called black man, the Hispanic man, the Jews, and put them in slavery and sold them to the white man. That was wrong.
And the Hispanic man?
Yes.
And the Hispanic man. So Africans took the Hispanic people.
No, that too.
And enslaved not the Spaniards.
I'm not saying the Spaniards. I'm primarily speaking. Hold on. You had Hispanic people in Africa as well. You can't say it was no Hispanic people ever in Africa.
I'm not saying that.
Right.
I'm not saying that. If you know more about having Hispanic people in Africa, the reason that they was in Africa, the country that was in, the tribe, all of that, go.
But I'm not saying they primarily was from that land.
I know.
I'm not saying Hispanic people are primarily from that land. I'm saying the children of Israel, because we speak it in a lot of different dialects. I mean purely the people on this chart, not African, Hispanic. I'm purely these children of Israel. They got sold. Yes, those are the children of Israel.
Colombia,
The Colombians,
Mexico,
Mexico,
Argentina,
Argentinians,
Native Americans,
Guatemala,
Guatemala,
Haitians. Yeah, all of those people are the children of Israel. Now, my point is, we have some of the children of Israel in Africa, but they are not the same as the Hamitic people. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. Just because we're dark skinned and we in the land don't mean we're the same people. Why? They sold us as a punishment through hatred. They said you could come on back and kind of build up our economy. That's why I'm saying it's a lifelong history repeating situation of Africans versus so-called the Jews. Read.
I want to make a quick point. Now, with the Bible, we got to use this as our standard for truth. Whatever we experience in our generation is cool, but the Bible going to be the end-all, be-all. Right? So that's the reason I say that. This Psalm 83 and verse 1. Keep not thou silence, O God, hold not thy peace, and be not still, O God, for lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up their head. It says they have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones. So you have the enemies of God and his people, two different groups, right? At verse 4, it says, they have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee, the tabernacles of Edom, the Ishmaelites of Moab, and the Hagarenes, Gabal, Ammon, and Amalek.
And the Hagarenes are also an African tribe of people. Literally. The Canaanites, all these people are African. Read.
It says Gabal and Ammon and Amalek, the Philistines.
What?
The Philistines.
These are also Africans.
With the inhabitants of Tyre.
Which are also Africans.
So at the end of the day, they always gonna be our enemies. It don't matter if they look cool and they trying to be our friends for one generation. The Lord telling us they always are enemies.
And that's what my point I'm trying to explain to you. It's still a division. It's always gonna be a division. Now go back to give me Zephaniah 2 and verse 12.
This is the book of Zephaniah, chapter 2, verse 12. Yea, Ethiopians also, yea, shall be slain by my sword. Shall be slain by my sword.
If we was to saw the same people, and I'm an Israelite, and I read the book of Zephaniah, and God said through his prophet, all the Ethiopians need to be slain by the sword, how could we be the same people? Because we not the same people. You know, we not. We just not, straight up and down. Would you drink blood? Why? But it's an African culture, though.
Not for mine. See, the thing is,
y'all splitting up all these countries, man.
See, the thing is, you making it seem like I'm giving you some context right now.
Mm-hmm.
You are trying to put us under a universal umbrella.
Mm-hmm.
Every country has different things. Ain't no countries, every tribe and group of people have different ways of going through things, different stuff. I'm Crew. I do things differently from the Mono or Geo people.
Okay.
I'm not about to drink blood. Saying that all Africans drink blood is quite frankly crazy.
No.
What somebody else tried does or what stuff that a group of people do is different from what I would do or what my people would do.
I didn't say all Africans drink blood. I said that's the African culture.
That's not true though.
Are they African?
That's not true though.
Wait. Are the people that drink blood in Africa, are they African?
They're African, yes, but
So,
that's not African culture.
is it-
African culture is not universal.
Wait, is that they?
That's what I'm trying to
Wait, slow down. If they're Africans and they drink blood, they're the only people known on earth for drinking blood. That's African culture. That's a part of it because they're
It's a
African.
part of their culture, but it's not universal.
You gotta accept that because you're African.
I'm not saying that I'm not accepting it, but I'm saying that you're trying to make it universal. That's not. It's
I
not
know what you're
universal.
saying, but I'm saying it gotta be universal because y'all all African.
It's not. You know, it's not.
Are y'all not all African?
African culture is different. The whole continent does not do the same thing.
Right, that's a division.
It's impossible to do that.
Correct. But
Every
y'all,
country does not do the same thing.
correct.
Every subset of group of people might do the same thing.
Correct.
What you might do might be different from what he'll do in a certain situation.
Correct.
That's all I'm saying.
So
by you trying to universally group Africans together, that's not fair.
no. You gotta deal. We gotta deal with majority.
Who deals with majority?
The Bible deals with majority, man. Give me Job 34:29. That's my point. It is dealing with a majority of people. I wasn't verbatim in Israel worshiping the calf and Dan, but our people got punished for that, man. And I had to deal with it. Give me Job 34:29 real quick. Job 34:29 real quick.
The Lord killed all the Egyptians, even the innocent babies.
Yeah, even the innocent, the firstborn got destroyed.
Yes, sir.
That was just
It's the book of Job 34:29. When he giveth quick quietness, who then can make trouble?
So when you give quietness, who can make trouble? When God tells everybody shut up, silence, nobody can talk. Read.
And when he hideth his face, who can come behold him?
Just like he hid his face from Cain. He can't behold the Most High ever again. Read.
That's right.
Whether it be done against a nation or against a man only. Or against a man only.
So meaning God judges by nations, period. And he can judge you by a man. He judged Cain, but he also judged his whole lineage. So my point is, we're not the same people. However you want to cut it and slice it, and that, I'm going to say, and that counts as your culture because you do it. I'm going to explain why.
No, I don't. I personally
It
don't
got
do
to.
it.
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why. Wait. Is America known as the land of the free?
It's subjective. Depends on who you're talking about.
Wait, hold on. Is it known as the land of the free?
It's subjective. Depends on who
Wait,
you're talking
is it known as? Wait, no. Is America known as the land of the free?
It's subjective. Some people feel it.
You ain't answering the question. Is the land America known as the land of the free?
I'm saying it's objective. It depends
You not?
on who you're talking
Yes or
about.
no?
It's subjective.
Give me the book of Matthew, right? Let's get a point. It's not subjective. It's not subjective.
Some people feel like it's the land of the free. Some people feel as though
It's not a feeling because they're known as the land of the free. That's their creed.
It's subjective.
It's in the Constitution. Ye the people. Wait, it's known as the land of the free. Everybody isn't free though, but because. Wait,
So ain't
what?
that subjective?
No, because they're known as the land of the free. Technically, you all get known by that. That's what I'm trying to say to you. So just because you get known as some people in Africa drink blood, y'all all are known and attributed to that. Just like black people, everybody don't sag their pants, but you see what are the stereotypes? You sag your pants drinking a 40. I automatically have to defend that by being black. It ain't no guessing that. So what I'm saying is, don't run from this. You can't get away, you children of Ham. Why are you not following the African culture? That's what I'm asking.
Because that's not what my people
But you're African.
But it's not what my people do.
So you're not African.
I am African. That's not what my people do.
Okay. Okay, what tribe drink blood? You just named the tribe.
I don't know what tribe. I don't know
Brother, anyways.
You have to understand that Africa is made up of 50 plus countries and over 1,000
And God is not dealing with countries.
I only know about my tribe. You ask me what people, I'm telling you how this stuff breaks down.
Is it multiple tribes in Liberia?
Yes, it's 16.
So that means, how do you know one of those tribes don't drink blood?
I don't know.
So they could possibly drink blood.
I don't know. Shit.
It's getting hot. It's getting hot. What's your name, man?
My name is Emmanuel.
Emmanuel. It's getting hot, Emmanuel. It's getting hot. Right? Bring it to point. Right? Because he don't even know. They could be drinking blood today. Right now.
Do you know what everybody doing?
Nah, we not saying that. We not saying that, but we saying.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know what everybody's doing.
All I'm saying is you can't kind of try to defend it, but
Nobody
you don't know.
I'm not defending it.
That could be your culture.
What I'm telling you is.
You could have to drink blood today.
Fam, I'm not drinking blood.
Well, that's your culture.
It's not my culture.
But you're African.
It's not what my-
This is why we can't go by African, man. Africans are too separated. It's confusion in the land, man. It's confusion. Y'all try. You know what Africans are trying to do? Y'all trying to be America with the 50 states, and certain states have laws. But you're all American. Y'all all do the same thing. Virginia don't do this, but Michigan do this. Y'all all American, man. Y'all all Hamites. Y'all all Africans.
Just like Detroiters may do something different from folks in Atlanta.
West.
Just to answer that question, it says, yes, the United States is widely known as the land of the free.
As the what?
As the land of the free.
So everybody knows this place as the land of the free. Whether we say it or not, you're known as the land of the free.
It's not subjective.
It says the idea of America as a land of the free is deeply ingrained in the country's identity.
So it's known we identify the land of the free with America.
Deeply.
Okay, so nevertheless, my point is, let's get back to the prophecy, man. So do you believe that it was wrong when the white man came over there to Africa and took black people into slavery? Or do you believe it was wrong that African people sold African people? So what are you doing to punish those people?
I'm not punishing nobody.
Why not?
Because my goal is not to punish nobody. My goal is to help uplift my community.
So if your people into slavery on slave ships, right? If they did, right? But you said they fought. Why didn't they? Wait, real quick, brother.
Look up the fruit tribe for me.
Come on.
Look it up.
Why? Wait, that's what I'm saying. Why didn't the Africans come help the slaves?
I don't know why. Too.
I'm saying, why not? Then we all African.
I don't know. I can't tell you that.
Have you ever heard of the land called Negro Land? You ever heard of that? Negro Land was an area known for Negroes. And you had another city on the west coast of Africa called the Kingdom of Wayuda, or Oyuda. You ever heard of that? So that land, you don't know nothing about Africa, man. I'll tell you about your history.
I don't know that.
So you just Liberian and Plymouth.
Liberian.
This is madness, man. Ham is taking a loss today. I need a new African. You might be Jake. Yeah, you got it. Bring it up.
Yeah, I was about to say that you doing exactly what every other race of people do. In the beginning, you said we all one people, and then the moment stuff start sounding bad, now you want to separate. And that's what you just said. Well, that's not you putting everybody in the same umbrella, but you pretty much trying to close the umbrella and say, no, we all different now because things. But you right though.
Go ahead.
Yeah, you right because we not. You're proving the point that we're not all the same people. Crew people, y'all not the same as the Israelites. Feel me? So we not all just one big happy family because we was on one continent together. That's like saying that Canadians are Mexicans because it's all North America. Don't make any sense.
So real quick, I'm gonna show you this. Right, give me Exodus 11 and 7.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 11 and verse 7. But against any of the children of Israel shall not a dog move his tongue.
I mean, dogs can't be supposed to be barking at my daughter, man. You better watch your mouth, man. Read.
Against man or beast, that ye may know. What? That ye may know.
This time for you to learn this today, old Liberian.
How that the Lord doth put a difference between the Egyptians and Israel. Between the Egyptians and Israel.
So what's the difference between the children of Canaan, the children of Mizraim, the children of all these different Africans, man? Now give me Genesis 11 and 1. Also, the Lord is not dealing with Africans and Liberians. That's confusion. How many countries you said it is? 50 plus countries of confusion.
It is.
Right, 1 billion tribes. 50. How do you even know who you are, man? You gotta call yourself African because you ain't gonna be able to trace it. Right, now give me Genesis 11 and let's start at 1.
Genesis 11 and verse number 1. And the whole earth was a...
Like it. Go to Genesis 10 and start at 6.
Genesis 10 and verse 6. And the sons of Ham,
So Noah had 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. Okay? He said the sons of Ham are this is your forefathers, supposedly.
Cush, and Mizraim, and Phut, and Canaan. And Canaan.
So all these people are the children of Ham. You gotta stop calling yourself African, because that's not your culture. You're a Hamite. You don't know what a Hamite is? You said you're a Christian. Africans are God-fearing people, supposedly. Y'all rob people all the time in Africa. Y'all got the craziest pastors, man. The cooniest pastors, man.
I gotta go. It was a great conversation. It was great talking to y'all.
All right.
All right.
All right, we'll do something. Wait. What you do for the black community today? You got the black community shirt on.
I'm a social justice organizer.
What's that?
So basically, we organize around mass incarceration. We're trying to get.
Y'all organize mass incarceration?
We organize around mass incarceration.
What you mean you organize around it?
So basically, what we're trying to do is we're trying to give good time for in Michigan, in the state of Michigan. Because in the state of Michigan, you don't get time off of good behavior.
What about for black people? Or for everybody?
I live in Detroit. Of course, it's
Just asking. I'm saying, is it for everybody?
Bro, I'm a Detroiter. I'm from my people. In Detroit is very black. Am I correct?
No, I'm not saying. I'm just saying, are you talking about for black people or for everybody?
Of course.
So what about the white people that's pedophiles? Are y'all freeing them? I'm asking. I need to know. How do you know?
I'm not trying to free no pedophile, but I do know it's a lot of black people that have been in mass and injustice incarcerated for fallacious crimes that they
Fallacious?
did not commit.
What fallacious mean?
In the state of Michigan.
What fallacious mean, real quick, though?
Hold on. In the state of
I just want to
No,
know.
because you're trying to cut me off, bro. I'm really doing something for my
I'm gonna let you
community,
talk.
and I take it very, very serious, bro. I'm not playing.
Well, we take care of our community.
It's not a game, bro.
What's not a game?
It's a lot of black men like you and I, no matter.
Well,
if
I'm not
you-
black. I'm not black.
Okay, if you're not black, that have the same skin color that come from the same hoods as ours, that have got massively incarcerated, got put in jail for crimes that they did not commit.
Okay.
And that's what we're trying to get good time to freedom.
Okay. I just asked, was you freeing everybody or just black people? I just wondering.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what we're doing that around.
So you freeing black people? What you saying?
Yes, I'm trying to free black people. I'm trying to get fathers to come back home to their children. And I'm trying to help better my community, you know.
Have you freed some already?
No, because
Well, hold on now.
we going through
It's getting hot. So see,
we're going through the democratic process. We gotta sit down.
do you want to know why they not freeing them black people? Because we slaves in America, man. Y'all sold us into slavery. That's why it ain't no. What? You listen real quick. Why do you think you can go to the white man and tell him to free his slaves? I'm not listening to you. I'm white. Why in the world would I listen to a Hamite trying to tell me about my slaves? Hey, you went to if you would have went to Johnson Plantation back in the day and tried to tell them free the slaves, you wouldn't be here, man. You wouldn't be here, man. The white man's not gonna let him go. He's not gonna let him go.
I gotta go.
All right, well, do what you gotta do,
You know what I'm saying? Much respect to y'all.
All right.
Thank y'all for the time.
Okay.
I appreciate y'all. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Stay cool.
All right, now give me the book of Genesis 9 and 26.
Genesis 9 verse 26, and it reads thus. And he said, blessed be the Lord God of Shem.
Now, blessed be the Lord God of Ham.
Blessed be the Lord God of Shem.
Blessed be the Lord God of Canaan.
Blessed be the Lord God of Shem.
Blessed be the Lord God of Foot.
Blessed be the Lord God of Shem. And Canaan shall be his servant.
And what?
And Canaan shall be his servant.
And Canaan's going to be our servant, man.
That's right.
That's why we took the children of Israel. We took the land of Canaan during the time of Joshua, man, the children of Israel. Why? Because it was promised that Canaan was going to be cursed and we was going to take that land, man. So we're not dealing with no damn Hamitical reforming Hamites, man, who don't know their own history, who's confused. He's all over the place, man. He said Alexander, he was conquering white people, putting them in slavery. Alexander, that's how you know we're not African. Nobody slaves their own people. It don't, no matter how much I hate this brother. I'm not about to put him in slavery, though, and use him to build my kingdom. That's why they were saying, let me get back to that in Ghana. I got you. Let me get back to that on Ghana. Because, they love pulling that out. Oh, Ghana said, come home. Well, Ghana said, come home to your bondage, right? This is on Wednesday, September 28th, a special ceremony will be held at the Quinatro Underground Railroad in Kansas City, where the delegation will converge with other local and national leaders for a conversation of apology and healing regarding the slave trade. It says it's time to say what needs to be said to all the African diaspora, and we must have the conversation and resolve our actions and inactions as rulers of our kingdoms during the transatlantic slave trade, which is deeply regretted, says Nana Obokise Amath the First, right? Which is the founder of the president of the Obokise University of Excellence. And I'm gonna keep reading on this, man. According to The Voice, the Obokise Foundation of Ghana aims to reach out to all our displaced brethren of the global diaspora to begin anew and heal from the unmentionable horrors faced by unslaved people. How are we gonna heal from that, man? Hey, the Lord said, give me Revelations 13 and 9, man. But give me Revelations 13 and 9. Because this ain't no, we just gonna heal and move on. You see what they trying to do? That's why you gotta watch your slave masters. They always say, it's no such thing as peace. Peace is only for the slave, man. Of course, if I put the white people in slavery, I want to tell them Negroes to stop fighting me. Stop trying to hurt me. They be a slave. It's peace in the land. Read that one more time. Revelation 13 and 9.
Book of Revelation, chapter 13, verse 9. If any man have an ear, let him hear.
So he should have heard this. Liberia. What that freedom? Liberia. Read.
He that leadeth into captivity.
What did the Hamite do?
He that leadeth into captivity.
What did Ghana do?
He that leadeth into captivity.
What did Senegal do?
He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity.
You gotta go into captivity. Obokise, the first gotta go to slavery. Obokise got a judgment coming.
That's right,
That's why he's trying to repent. He's trying to turn his heart away. He's trying to pull that Matthew what? Turn the heart to the fathers, our brethren placed in the diaspora. We're not the brothers. We're not your brothers, man. You broke that covenant a long time ago when you destroyed the temple in Jerusalem, man. You Babylonians. Read.
He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword.
So that's the only way we're going to get peace. We have to get righteous recompense. Right? So we're not dealing with damn Nana Obokise Amath the First.
Obokise.
Right, look at. I'm gonna read this, I'm gonna let brothers get their point. It says for more than 150 years, Ghana was a hub for the British slave trade. 150 years of the 10 million people believed to be sold, traded, and transported in the transatlantic slave trade, some were captured directly by slave traders in the coastal raids, and while others were sold by West African and European slave traders. So that's plain, man. We was getting sold in Ghana for 150 years. Now they talking about come back home. That ain't my damn home, man.
At all.
Galatians 4:26. Right now, good point.
This Psalm chapter 5 and verse 9. For there is no faithfulness in their mouth. Their inward part is very wickedness. Their inward part is very wicked.
They just want to bring the children over here so they can get some of our genetics. Because Hamites can't grow hair for nothing. Right? They don't got none of that sweet Judah hair, man. Like when Judah it get puffy, man. It get curly, man. They don't got no curly. It just copy. It's just burnt, dry grass over there, man. Their hair don't grow. They don't got beards. They're starving. They're drinking blood. They're eating damn albino babies. They're praying to their gods. They need more wicked priests. That's why they want us to come over there, man. So we can build up their constitutions and so they can help and get us so we can fight America. That's why they want us to come over there to Africa. To hell with Africa.
Salagia. Their throat is an open sepulcher. They flatter with their tongue. They flatter with their tongue.
Yeah, we all the same big bro. I'm from Plymouth just like you, but I'm also Liberian. Well, yeah, we the same people, but I don't do what you do. Why then we the same people then, right?
Verse 10. Destroy thou them, O God. Let them fall by their own counsels. Cast them out in the multitude of their transgressions, for they have rebelled against thee.
So they rebelled against us.
Thank you for watching. Follow our social media and continue to like and share the video.